Welcome to the playground after dark. This is your one-stop shop for all questions, answers, and matters of that real shit. Make sure them kids ain't around, your auntie can't hear us, and granny can't see. Unless grandma a freak, 'cause it all goes down at the playground.
We here today.
Why are we here today?
Why are we here today? We is here for the poetry.
If I can spit this rhyme.
You ain't got no rhyme.
Boy, please. It's called single. That's
And-
what I am. Well, yeah.
Okay, who is you? Tell the people who you
I'm
is.
motherfucking Gina Wade. You know who
Motherfucking
I am.
Gina
Just
Wade.
Gina 2 times, y'all.
All right, and
Testing mic.
she over there.
I don't know if mine
Used to
is
be-
on. It's on, right?
Yeah.
I am Doc Dillinger. We got the scary princess over there.
Who, Taylor?
Yeah, tell the people who you are.
Oh, okay.
The
What's
host
up,
of
y'all?
the
It's
show.
Queen Pinky.
And
Right.
last but not least,
What is this?
your introduction,
Oh,
brother. Come on.
No, I was watching the dog and everything else. Yeah, man, it's your boy Nate De Niro, Russell Gaines, man. We in here.
We in here.
We in here for the poetry pop off.
And for the poetry pop off, we got
The poetry
special
pop-off
guest,
and Pizza Hut.
special guest, Taylor Tales and Keith Brock.
Hello.
All right, y'all.
And on the way, we got
Welcome.
another special guest on the way, but
I
she
wanna
can
see what y'all spit out first before I spit out. I don't care what I say. I be saying all type of stuff, so I want
What
to just
you-
see if mine's
you
going to be a
think-
little
Thank you.
more sensible or something. I don't want to be all rowdy and talking stuff, and they come in here and break you all down, all romantic and stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause
we're
I'ma
gonna
talk all
classify
shit.
hers as romantic. I'm sure it's
Oh.
gonna fall into that category. Somewhat, some way, some form. All right, so
Yeah, I'm going for it.
It's called
You're gonna find out I'm not either.
Okay.
grown folks poetry.
Grown folks poetry. Okay.
Erotic.
grown folks.
Erotic. Oh, see, I can be
Yeah.
erotic and exotic. We got
I was gonna
erotic
say
poetry and exotic happy hour.
I just say what everybody's thinking.
Right.
So that is
I
that
said
what
the
gave you the
poetry.
idea for that line of poetry work?
No.
Yeah, where did this come from?
Okay, so I'm Taylor Tales.
Yes.
I am a spoken word artist. I specialize in eroticism. It's a lot that triggered this, but ultimately I enjoy talking about sex. I enjoy watching it.
Yeah, check my
and-
Pornhub search.
But there's a lot because I do custom erotic poetry and custom erotic stories. So I'll sit and interview clients, go over their fetishes, their fetishes, their desires, and I'll write their fantasy for them exactly how they want it. And
Oh,
it
that's
just
some different type of shit. Come
Yeah.
on.
Different type of
I ain't
shit.
heard of them.
That's dope.
so it just thank you. It just really
On
trans.
slope.
I do.
Oh, personal.
I do.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
do.
she do perform live in front of our audience
I
very
do
well.
perform live.
I must admit that.
And it's pretty intense, I will admit. But it just gives me so much life. But what really made me delve into writing personal stories is, you ever just be on, Pornhub or
All the time.
XNXX, and it's like you're watching that scene, and it's like,
I'm the only one
Okay.
saying no.
it's like, okay, we have this bad acting. Clearly she's faking, he's faking. And then it's like this unpleasant scene when you're finally finna get your issue off. It's like, I might as well just use my imagination. But it's like, what if I just found a video that I like, the kind of man I like, the kind of positions I like? It has the scenario
Examples?
I want.
Oh,
I
man.
can't.
Go ahead.
We're gonna be going into
All right, go ahead, Demai.
woo. But
So is your style like similar like the vagina monologues? Would it be like something like that?
Y'all don't remember the vagina?
Nah, this ain't no vagina monologue.
Okay.
See, I ain't into all this, so I don't know.
telling
I'm very
you.
sexual, and I say what I want to say, and I ask for what I want to ask, and I do what I want to do. But I never been a porn person or nothing like that. And then a lot of people was telling me,
searches.
that
You
I was like, well, I've never been the type of person that was really interested in or got nothing out of nobody else doing it. I just wanted to do it. Fuck what y'all doing. Let me get some of that. So I never really tripped off of it. And then like I said, I'm very open, so I have spoke to people and all of my girlfriends and guys or whoever, and they was like, well, maybe you want to be more interested in the ones that have like storylines. It's not all just that. And I was like, well, I was never really into it, so I didn't know. But even though like I had a couple of guys that was in it, but I didn't watch So even though I'm much older now, I'm just basically getting into a lot of things. Like,
So you rather read your porn?
You've never watched. I mean,
I have
video
seen
with your
couple
other
of-
person.
No. I mean, they be watching. I don't pay attention.
What?
I just be wanting to do it.
Even when you were younger, like to do your research? Because when I was younger,
I never paid
porn was like
attention to it.
research for me.
It was research for me.
Yeah.
So that's
and
how
I will
you
say
learn how
that
to do
Asa
them
Akira
things,
has
them
taught me
tricks
some
and-
things.
And that's why I never tripped off of it. It was, like when I was younger, like my mom always said, don't lay up in nobody else's house with they mama house and all that. And if he ain't got no house, he got to take it to the hotel, got to do something. Don't lay up in people's house. So I went to the hotel with my guy, whatever, and it would be on. They would watch it, but I never really paid attention to it. I could
you
hear
sitting there with
ooh
your
and
eyes
hollering,
closed or
but
something?
I'm trying to do it to me. Fuck off. You know what I'm saying? So I never really. I have witnessed it, but I never really set up and never watched like porn. Just watched it.
But that doesn't entice you more. The fact that he's watching and it's like, look, watch that. But look what I'm about to do.
I mean,
to you.
it
Like
probably
that
makes you
never
go
just.
harder.
Oh,
but
so
it-
you competing with the porn?
I mean-
I like this.
Let me reiterate this. I don't compete with porn.
And I gotta
Now
apologize,
this-
Keith. I told you anybody you bring is at your own risk, bro. I hope we all right. I'm trying to be respectful, but y'all.
I don't compete with the porn. If anything, it intensifies the moment. Now, this may be toxic. I don't know.
No,
But
this, no, we
It's
do it
toxic
the way
if
we
you
gotta-
lead
I
off
feel
with
like-
this may be toxic.
I feel like I'm in competition with the person I'm sleeping with.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the right way to love.
Like,
Yeah.
That's the right way to love,
That's-
right there.
I feel like ultimately my goal is to pleasure you, and it turns
Right.
like it makes
Absolutely.
me even more aroused to know that I'm pleasing. you.
Yes,
But
that's why I do the work I
just
do.
know,
You hear me?
just know,
His ass.
you're going to remember. You're not going to.
Oh yeah, they gonna remember.
It's a wrap after that.
Hey.
Back and forth.
It's
They gonna remember anyway, baby.
we fighting.
I'm an
Like,
old lady.
we
I
are
got
fighting.
good walls, boo boo. I'm over 50.
Okay.
I got good walls. They like, girl, go get you. I went to I be going to all the little parties and stuff. And like my sister is 16 years younger than me, so it's a lot of my little cousins and all that. And I went to a couple parties. I was like, what the fuck is all this? What y'all doing? They like, you do this. I was like, you put that word and do
What kind of parties? Like
You like
sex
little
parties?
sex-
What you need
Right,
for?
the party she ain't doing nothing now. She just watching.
You go to the little pure romance.
Oh, no, she's
parties
talking about
and all
pure
of that
romance.
stuff. Or you go to the little sex toy parties. Like I say, I'm an old
And where are
fashioned
those
to a certain
located
degree, so I really wasn't really into all of that. Didn't know. And they was like, "Girl, get this and do that." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "So where you get this from?" They was like, "Shit, you go right on Walmart.com. They sell toys. Everybody sell toys." I was cracking up,
Oh,
but
we similar in there.
I've been testing all little stuff, but I was like, they was like, well, what happened? I was like, girl, these walls are strong. That motherfucking toy used to do this. Now that motherfucker just make noise. You know?
That's coming from
I
you
had
know
the
what?
rose, boo boo. I took that bitch and threw it across the room, but I went back and
Moderation,
Hey,
Gina. Moderation.
I'm into trying a little
Okay.
something, but
it is okay to try out toys, but
Hey.
it's not the real thing. It's
I like the real thing.
It's
I know.
almost like
I need to feel that vein.
it's almost like you. It's
But that
almost
ain't so
like
much
that
about-
dang.
I ate all day, right? You
I like
ate all
rugby.
day, and
I
you're
like
hungry.
Yeah.
But
sweat.
the only thing in sight that you can get for food is some McDonald's. It's like, yeah, okay, it did what it's supposed to do, but it didn't satisfy me.
Yeah.
Take me to some fucking like, I don't know. Ooh, now y'all gonna judge.
Don't say White Cow.
No judgments. No
Don't say White
judgments.
Cow. She gonna
Well,
say red
just-
lobster.
for you.
No,
Pull my hair. I like a little choke and just don't kill me.
a little
Pull my hair.
She
Yeah,
said,
we know.
just don't
There's
kill
an
me.
art to choking. A lot of men
Yeah,
feel
there
like they
is.
know how to choke, but they don't. Sometimes to be like,
Yeah, nigga flashbacking on you like.
Like nigga. I don't use that word.
I'm
nigga.
so, but it's a little messed up.
You
I
can't
will
grab the
say.
Adam's apple. You got to kind of
It'd
like.
be like, no,
The
what
Adam's
about it?
apple.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
an
have
art
an
to
apple.
choke.
Right.
See, it's
That's what it's called, though.
it's
Like the throat.
it's a
The part.
perfect
But-
contour where
She
your
said
hand
Adam's
goes.
apple.
My pride
This
and
is
my
not the
ego
crime
is
game.
such, it's so bad that it's like, even when I know, it's like, okay, I know they choking me wrong. Like, it's like,
But you don't
in
stop
the, in the
them.
back of my mind, it's like, I ain't gonna tap out though. Now,
Guys,
what?
that's what I'm talking about. Take it.
If I die,
Okay,
I die.
so-
Like, I ain't gonna tap out. Like,
Okay, so when it comes to your poetry and clients, have any, like when you get that fantasy, have any of your clients been like overly aggressive during that moment, or like something too weird that you didn't think you could continue through?
I won't say that. I've
Yeah, no
had
names mentioned.
No, I don't ever. No, it's 100% confidentiality. Like
Yeah.
in the beginning, you sign, but I won't say that it's weird. But I've had to step outside of my comfort zone before, and I've had to tap into their world where I had to sit and I've had to watch their type of categories. Now it's not.
That's like,
It's
ugh.
like at first it's like it's not appealing, but it's for the client, so I have to be in their world,
Right.
and I've had to read their stories, and it's like
What was the worst? I ain't gonna say worst, but what was the most like wow category that you had to tap into?
That made you uncomfortable.
Uncomfortably comfortable.
I know,
Yeah.
like if I had to do one about like beating balls with bats and shit, I can't sit through this. There's some dudes out there that like get stomped on and all
Really?
that.
I will say,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
humiliated,
Yes.
humiliation. That
But
is,
I thought that's sensitive.
It is. Pain is pleasure in a lot of ways.
Wow.
Pain before pleasure.
they like all that.
I never
Yeah,
heard
wax
that.
on
That
them
was
and
my
beating
claim
their
to-
asses, call them bitch. They like that. Like it's.
See, I know
That's
about all this
dominatrix.
stuff, but it's
That
all
is-
part of sex.
That's weird.
So Keith,
It's
what's
plain weird.
what's like your
Yeah,
style?
what's that one category?
My style is more
Wait,
so-
hold on. Y'all scared?
No, keep
Oh,
going. I was like,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I would say my style is more so speaking on topics that everybody needs to hear, but people don't really want to talk. Like them hard topics, nobody really want to talk about face to face. Like, when your parents growing up telling you everything that stays in house stays in house.
Oh, okay.
So I like to tap into those deep topics. And,
Your nasty
So
ass
wait.
uncle that's been molesting all the kids all their life.
Yeah.
That's the shit I'm talking
I
about.
like to bring up the stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on
people
the
out there
podcast.
heal from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's real.
Yeah, I like that real deep down, grimy, dirty, all of it, uncut, raw.
Okay.
I told you we had the DMX make you cry shit.
Right.
It takes the right one to pull that out, though.
It does.
Like,
Some topics, don't get me wrong, I speak from a non-judgmental perspective for everybody, but some people take it different than others.
What's your approach? Is it more like you going for the emotion side of it, or is it just like spitting facts?
A little bit of both. It just really depends on the topic. Because if it's an emotional topic, I want you to tap into that
Right.
emotional topic, so you can feel it, go through it, and say, it ain't make me who I am.
Right, you gotta
I'm
remember.
grow from it. I'm not gonna hold myself back from being a better person because I went through this.
You gotta remember one of the things that made Tupac a great artist is that the things that he rapped about he wasn't necessarily going through, but he like he was that person. He became that person in that rap. You know what I'm saying? Like depending on what it is, he became that person. Depending on what songs he was rapping about, he became that person, and that made him a great artist.
Okay, like back to you, ma'am. Now you say you watch and write. So I'm still off
We still
on this
tripping
'cause
off this
I'm trying to-
category, though.
because I'm trying to get
What's
into
this
it.
category,
What she's saying,
though?
she said she watch and she write, or she write it for them. So do you write the poem or the poetry off of what you're seeing from the sexual part of their intimacy, or I mean, what the hell going
They
on?
explain.
How do you do
so, okay. So, are you wanting to know how I create these stories, like the process?
for them? Because you
For
said
them?
for couples, you create stuff for couples. So
You
where does
can
that
be
come in
single
from?
or you could be a couple. It don't even have to, like, if you want your story and you're with someone, it don't even have to be about your significant other. It could be about somebody that you've always wanted. But what I do is if I'm unfamiliar with this topic, if I'm unfamiliar with this world, then I will sit and I will watch videos on it, like, so I can know, tap into the feeling, tap into the motion, the positions, get everything right to a T. Then I'll read about it to make sure that I'm actually providing them what they're paying for. So yeah.
And what's the weirdest category again?
He's
You're not gonna
not
skip over
weird.
this.
He's not gonna let
get
that
this
go.
out before the end of the show.
So the category is not weird. It's not weird. Everything isn't for
Because you don't want to
everyone.
offend
Right,
nobody.
so we're
I
not
got
gonna
you.
say
I'm
that
with you.
we're-
I'm
Wink, wink.
just unfamiliar with it, but it was transgender. It was more like
You've had. Was that a male or a woman?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
Okay, I can't tell you that. But it was tapping into that world. And I had to actually research it and see, okay, the different positions, what's pleasant, what's not. What is the appropriate way of foreplay? So I just, I had to dive into that so I can provide them exactly what they wanted.
So what do they do with your poems? I mean, do they just keep them for themselves? Do they constantly read them out? Or, I mean, what's the purpose of them?
It's for their personal pleasure because you can't go anywhere and just pick out a poem that you wanted. Sometimes you can have a fantasy, but it's hard to articulate it. You can't go anywhere and point out, oh, this is my fantasy, this is my piece. You have something it's only one of it. It's only one of it. And I just love what I do because
I mean, that's interesting. I ain't never heard it. Like I said, I'm open to a whole lot of stuff. And
You ready for her piece?
I don't have no problems with expressing nothing I do. I mean, my sexuality, what I feel, what I say, what I feel, like he say, touching on subjects. I'm your girl. They be like Gina said, damn right. I'm saying, I'm ask. I say the shit that everybody thinks, but nobody say or want to discuss. So I'm open to all of it. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
I got a question.
What's your question?
You know, we've been on the show many a times, but I forgot to ask, probably because I just thought about it.
Can you have a
When
hookup?
you do your writing, you know, like it's you and the client or clients, are you do they request for you to wear lingerie and that, you know what I'm saying, while y'all coming up with the writing?
Are you asking when I'm doing the interview process, do they want me to put on certain clothing?
Yeah, I mean, just like you would be like your the erotic part, you know what I'm saying? Like you're writing, but however you're in uniform.
Or do you not write it while they there? Do they just come to you and explain it and you write it on your own time?
I write it on my own time.
Okay.
I give them a timeline.
And do you perform it for them first, or you give it to them?
I give it to them.
Okay.
So, when it comes to people's stories, it's theirs, and it's 100% confidential. However, it's still a part of my company, so I'm able to read the stories. However, I change the names. I change the names in the stories, and if it's poetry, I'll read it, and I'll still change the names.
Okay.
But when it comes to when you guys see me performing on stage and doing my sets, that's for me. That's stuff that I've just written on my own time for myself. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I see where he's coming from, because that's what I was doing. I was like, okay, you're watching, you're right, what you doing? So basically, I understand what he was saying. It's like, are you writing, or are they like doing what they doing and you watching and doing? Because when you say, I like to watch, I like to do this, and you was like, then I write. So I'm thinking the same thing. He thinking like, okay, are you watching and writing? No disrespect, but I'm like, okay, what's actually going on? Are
Because
you
that's what I
looking
picture.
at
Like
writing?
you could
Yeah.
be doing a set, you know what I'm saying, like a personal, private for a couple, right? Is okay if you had a couple to write, and they wanted you to write a poem and perform it with you wearing some type of lingerie. You know what I'm saying? Not that no one gets to touch. You know what I'm saying? They just get to see you, and the more intimate the poem becomes, they're allowed to become intimate. Does that make sense?
I think I'm following you.
Like,
See,
if
like if you're in a room, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
get you.
I'm following you.
They ain't gonna even
Like,
private
do you
consultation
like
soon.
so do you speak
Okay?
the words of what they wanted or they fantasy? So do they get to fulfill their fantasy and live out their fantasy as you speaking their fantasy and the poem that you wrote for them? So
that'll be tight,
yeah,
though.
that will be tight. Cause like I'm out like, yeah, you rubbing and sucking on my I So you ain't asked for this shit. You know, you're like, yeah, nah, I like it. Nah, yeah.
I have not been in that situation.
Since you wrote it, come
Might be a
watch
service
it.
that you can offer.
I have
got
not
me
been
by
in
my
that
neck like
situation.
That's like 250. You hear me for an hour? 250.
I'm about to have a new profession.
However, what I will say is, when it comes to watching, I'm watching on my phone. Like, I'm looking at sites watching. But it's like kind of touching on bases on how I got started into it, writing custom stories. But long story short, I was in a failing relationship and I wasn't getting the attention that I required. And because I wasn't getting the attention I required, it made me really just put myself in the stories. Like, this is me. Like, I'm getting this pleasure. And sometimes, a lot of times, like, if I'm writing a story, I have to make it make sense and say, is this position even, like, does this make sense? So if someone is near me, I will use them as a prop to say, okay, let me see, is this position actually going to work? So that I'm able to transfer it to paper. So, yeah.
All right. That was a whack one.
That
Hit
was
the
whack
bell or
too.
something.
Might as well pull up
Hit
an
some
app.
noise. Hit the
You
noise
better
or
pull
something,
up an
man.
app.
Yeah.
All right.
That's very
I feel like it's time.
Booyah!
There we go. All right. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, Lord.
I feel like it's time for a little pop off. What y'all think?
Okay, let me
I mean,
What's
we
the
here.
pop off?
The
Let me hear a little something. Let me hear a
We
little
need to
something.
pop off. Pop off.
So we're gonna pop it off right here, or we
You gonna pop it off?
Or we gonna be in
Pop
front
it
of
off?
Nah, we just gonna pop it off
Let's
right
just
here.
pop it off.
gonna
Let's hear
pop
what
it
they
off.
got. Let's pop
Let's
off
see. Who
something.
wanna pop off? Who
You
wanna
want to
pop
pop
off?
off? You want to pop off something?
Go ahead,
Pop
pop
off.
off.
Pop off
Go
something.
ahead, pop off.
Y'all need a little background music. What y'all need? Okay, say nah.
No, that's not what we're gonna pop off to. That's not pop off
Come
music,
on,
sir.
motherfucking down.
That
Come
is
on
absolutely
down.
how this is going to know. All right. Who's bomb? Get that. Pop off.
Look,
This one ain't got a title to it, but it's one of the most recent one I done wrote. And it starts, when you're from the bottom, you don't have to go overseas to enter a war zone.
Loud.
Babies dying, families crying in a place we call home. Injected with a virus and tested positive with no symptoms. Who's the real threat of spreading? You or me? Lower the value of a community, buy it back, and rent it out is called genocide. Contributing to the cause with every black on black homicide. Fighting over power, territory, and pussy that you don't even own. I guess pride is worth more than your name being on the headstone. It's just a matter of time when we're all dead and gone. Advance your level of maturity, and you'll really be considered wrong.
all right.
Pop
All
off.
right. All
Pop
right.
off.
Yeah,
Pop
yeah.
off. You ain't gotta leave the hood to be in a war zone, fool. Pop off.
Pop off.
All right.
All right.
All right. Who's gonna pop off?
Who next? Who next?
Who's gonna pop off? Pinky.
You wrote something?
Pinky gonna pop off.
Roses are red, violets are blue. My popcorn is popping, and I am too.
Booyah!
Bars.
Pop off. Nate, you popping off?
What I got? It had to be a rap. I remember last time I wrote one.
I'm about to say, yo.
Let me see. Hey chick, you wrong for that. Got me crying and I'm too grown for that. You lucky I'm thinking I'll be reaching with a chrome phobia yet. I was younger back then, but never again want to get played like a sad song. Before I call Tyrone, I bet she be on the phone calling Simone. Keep your pussy, I just need your mouth. Good girls can't weed them out. And after we fuck, she looking stuck cause I ain't eat her out. Girl, that's what you all peed about? We feeds until your weave came out. Said furthermore, showed her the door and told her ass to ease on out. Blame Candy black ass, she the reason I act the way I do now. Well, I don't want relationships and all I do is screw now. I let her words game me up. I was a poster boy for Pussy Whip, could have went ahead and framed me up. I should have peeped the warning signs like skulls and bones, but all I wanted to do was get some skull and bone. Never underestimate the power of female swag. They leave your feelings on. They say they leave your pockets on E and your feelings hurt bad.
Okay.
Well, shit, I was gonna pop off, but my shit whack. I'm delete.
Right, you can't
Damn,
follow up.
Gina.
Okay, Gina got it.
I didn't write mine down, so I can't
Good
remember.
Lord.
I can't remember.
Come on,
it, but it was
represent
all
for the
about
If I didn't write it
females.
down, I wasn't gonna be able to remember.
I can't remember it.
You always
be
Get on.
for real.
Because my shit is all about being single, and because that's what we always talk about. So I was all like,
But you ain't single.
yeah, so I couldn't even think. I had some shit wrote down and then bring it, but it went something like I can't really spit it hard like y'all did, but it said something like single, single, single. That's what I am. Single, single, single. Fuck all of y'all and what y'all talking about, because yes, it's more than one man. So,
Okay, she meant that. You see, she got close to the mic.
She remind me of that brother in
One
Living
eye
Color when he snapped in the prison.
She ain't finished.
What's that, a limerick?
Lamb.
That was a limerick, it ain't got it right.
one I screw, one I see. It doesn't matter. But y'all can't come around and trying to blame me. You know what I'm saying? So it was yeah.
He had all those extra acronyms.
Yes, they had all those extra acronyms because that's me.
I see.
You know, we all want to be single. We say we are, but when feelings get involved, then nobody don't want to be a part. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about me being single. Just let me be. You single, I'm single. We single, we free.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I definitely ain't spitting my shit now. Good Lord.
Really, dog?
Good Lord. All
I
right.
had a lot more to it. I just had to cut it off because I ain't write it all down today.
All right, this one called A Different Direction. I'm Charles Barkley in this game. I never needed rings to prove to you I'm hotter than the sun flame. If y'all don't snap on that shit, I'm just playing. Nah. You act a fool. I call it a shame. Every night I'm with a different chick who fuck me the same. Yeah, I'm getting cheese, but somebody pays. And if your kids can't read, who do you blame? Yeah, the feds got a witness, but I'm closing this case. He can't snitch with two in his face. I guess they really... No, okay.
That's a cash
And with the same two, lead a bank with more than I came with.
All right.
This era dry mouth rapping, they can't spit. I guess they really number one. They ain't shit. My girls give brains fast because she think quick. And I ain't trying to run this rhyme, but I can't quit. This poem full-blown AIDS. It's too sick.
Okay.
Y'all trying to fuck
Hold on, I ain't done with that one.
too, and I ain't even bring it.
I admit, I stole the crown. I'm an honest cheater. She promised she never lied. I just can't believe her. Don't be a life dropout, an underachiever. I smoke 20 blunts straight because I'm an overachiever. All right, y'all can talk.
Okay.
All right, Tara. She said
Okay, right.
I'll do one. If you want to buy it, I got it. It's mine.
Wine. That's what you like. Mixing drinks is what she do.
Okay, I got. Y'all want to hear my song that I wrote personally?
But wait a minute. We
gotta
gotta hear Taylor Tales.
We gotta say the best for last.
Yes.
The best for last, or the song, or the poem about breast for last. It's whatever it is. I'm just playing.
Would y'all be mad if I wasn't doing erotic poetry?
No. Do whatever you feel.
What you speak. Shit.
Okay. Y'all bear with me, okay? I just memorized this one.
Freestyle.
All right, here we go. Is there a time limit?
No.
Okay. This is called Running Me Dry. All right. I look in the mirror to consider all the possibilities, because when I look at me, I exude divine energy. I mean, I see a queen. Nah. I see a goddess who's often modest of her value, and her essence is more than a privilege to be in her presence. I present to you colorful conversations with insightful connotation. Paradigm shifting woman, she's the vaccination, a gem of her generation. A slick ass tongue without hesitation. Her words be weapons, leaving abrasions. Look, she doesn't have the time to give a damn about the societal fallacies. Her vibe in space is an unexplainable experience. You'll forever be captivated by her interior. Her beautiful mind and ambitious drive, and she doesn't waste time, and it's always an adventure with her time. She's genuine and honest, you'll be hooked on her. No phonics. A free spirit with a hint of hood ebonics. Don't play with her. Play with your electronics. An old soul in a young cottage. Plus, her exterior. Yeah, she a melanated deity, but never sees herself superior. Body on lock, deplorable kinks, and let me not distract you with the physical. I make it brief. Ultimately, she is beauty and brains. Yeah, she is savage. The whole package. Yet, niggas have the habits of running her dry. Niggas. See, she's willing to compromise in her genuine form, yet they conspire and expire her time. She's more than a dime, yet tossed like a penny, burned in the end, no good times. And she's always left to wonder why. She is the lesson for the next blessing. Literally preaching to the choir of fuck boys. No reverend. She's been at war, wonder about her peace and pleasure. She's a veteran. She's about to flip shit, a royal tantrum. She's about to go ghost, no Danny Phantom. Look, it's more than a stab at her worth, more like stripping her rights at birth, that she was sent to this earth to set fire to the wave. Sue Surf, she's her rose, going from the dirt. These niggas is weeds, only focusing on pleasure in their girth, knowing damn well they need to do their research when approaching her worth. Beta ass males want to be alphas, more like the scum between her toes, alfalfa. Look, she's sick of these little rascals. Faith in these boys be hanging by a thread, this tassel. She take a step back and realize that these niggas ain't worthy of a spot in her castle, nor to be within the walls of her castle. No more time to stress, too much of a hassle. Time to focus on her self-love and growth. That's more practical. When she leaves, you'll forever feel her in your presence. She spats you. And it's life's regret when you lose her out your life. That's not tactical. But anyways, she's back on her guided shit. So black girl, be magical.
Okay. All right, I felt that. This is shit I love. I wrote so much stuff and burnt it. It's a shame. I need to start that right. I wrote it and burnt it. I didn't want to hurt people's feelings.
Why?
Because I'm very emotional and I didn't want to hurt people's feelings.
So that was the way you expressed yourself.
I wrote a lot of stuff and burnt it. Cause like you said, I'm very I tap into shit and I do and say things and ask questions that people just in the back of everybody's head that they're afraid to say, ask, or do, and that's me. So and then I also got tapped into that other part to where a lot of shit that's known and said don't have to be said. So I withhold a lot of stuff, but I'm back on a lot of stuff. It's all about me. Like I said, once you get older and you get to a certain place, I'm like fuck it. That's my whole life right now. It's like. And then I have to bring myself back into the reality because, like I said, I have to make sure that I'm still a pleasant person.
Yeah.
So,
and because this society is sensitive now.
Yeah. They very sensitive. And then I'm at the age and the point where I'm now to the point where I'm like, fuck it, I can do what I want to do. I can say what I want to say. You know how when people get older, you hear the old people say, I can say what the fuck I want to say. I'm there. Yeah.
Hey, beautiful.
That's my AARP cord talking, you know. So I got my AARP cord. Fuck y'all. I can say what I want to say.
That does not give you excuses in all of this
I
areas.
feel like that's what the beauty of art is.
It's expressing yourself. It's not to,
but it's not to filter yourself.
Yeah.
So whoever feels some type of way, that's on them. That's for you.
It's my expression and my feelings and my thoughts.
Yes.
You got your
I feel like if you gotta filter yourself,
be real.
Right.
And that's why I said now I'm to the point where I can relay all this and let it out now to where I'm to the point where this me, take me or leave me. So I'm no longer going to filter myself. I know how to be a proper person in my workspace and all that, but I'm a little rowdy girl sometimes too. But
all right. Hey y'all, just wanna let y'all know we also have our other special guest in the building, Tiffany Mariie.
Hi, Tiffany Mariie.
You missed my pop off. No, I'm just playing. We missed off.
She
our
missed
first
our
round of
pop
pop
off.
off.
It's her turn.
But
I'll do some erotic stuff for y'all later if we got time later.
I'm about to say I missed it, man.
so is Miss Tiffany popping us off, son?
Yeah, I'm about to say you got something to pop off right quick, Miss Tiff. You come in late, you on the pop.
We need to hear what you got to say, baby. Pop off. Get the mic, introduce
Trees.
yourself, pop it off. Pop it off.
You bring a
She like,
piece.
Baby, you got
A
to
piece to
come
pop
on
off
in
with.
and flow it on out.
She said a little bit.
Hey, you got to be ready when you come up in here, boo.
I inboxed you earlier and I said, I'm going to see you later. I'm coming.
Look, pull your shit up on your phone and spit.
You sent it the wrong direction, brother.
I didn't give her no
She don't
direction.
need
That's
that
the
phone.
problem.
I thought she already
Let's
knew.
let her do this shit. She said she didn't need that phone.
You gotta let people know that even if they are performers.
She was on the flyer, so I think she I'm just saying.
Sips drink.
You know, I'm just
Sips
You
drink.
need a
It's all
drink
good.
first.
We
What you
just
need? We
yeah.
got Quavo.
What
We
you want,
got wine.
Smirnoff, Bud Light
Hey, let's
session?
take a 5. Can we take a 4
Okay,
minute break?
give us a second. She needs something to drink.
Okay.
What's the word? Cash Pro here.
Tweezy the Don,
We here to help out the fellas and the ladies.
and we keeping it real.
So we're gonna keep it all the way to the edge, uncut and raw.
And from a G's perspective.
You won't want to miss a second of this action.
So stay tuned, because you know we keep it popping.
That morning shit, that morning sex, fresh up, rejuvenation. I feel like that's power flower. Open you up, get you ready, just like coffee. Let me start. I'm feeling good. Break me open, crack some shit.
Send you to work.
Send me to work happy. So more so morning and quickie during the day for me.
I like it. Me, well, she says she's getting older. I am old. I don't know what it is. I be asking the question, do women go through the little midlife crisis and all that? But I mean, it seems like the older I got, the hornier I am. And I could go all night.
Something is wrong.
You're not doing something right.
Exactly.
I don't like
if
each
you're
other's
not
sex.
wanting to fuck
Yes.
every day.
Like, if I know he's super tired, then just go on and give him some head, let him go on and sleep. You know,
that you can never turn down your head.
Right.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna
Nigga, I can go to sleep. Your head.
I'm a pleaser, so yeah, it goes
Yeah.
down.
And I can do that other way around. You know what I'm saying? You tired? Go ahead and take a nap. I'll be down here. I'll be here when you wake up. No problem.
You like it, man?
Yeah.
You don't?
It turns me
See,
on.
look. After dude that had good head, he is not messing with no chick who ain't sucking the dick.
It
That's
turns
problem.
me on.
That's the only way.
That's funny. That's like my best friend. She loves it. I don't.
How you like watching them masturbate but don't like?
I don't know. I just don't.
I mean, how long does it take to be celibate? Like, if I just decided yesterday I'm gonna be celibate, am I celibate? You see what I'm saying?
Hold on now. That ain't how it works.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta give it a little bit of.
Well, no, not
time
necessarily.
to-
Because if someone was to come to you, and they want to have sex the next day after you decide you want to be celibate, then that's going to be the test of your celibacy.
Fuck that.
See, exactly. So you're not celibate because if you know in your mind, because they build a discipline for themselves.
Not discipline. Man, you don't understand how much work that takes. That's a lot of fucking energy.
Yeah, try.
So
That's why you exercise.
no, yeah, you're right. I need to do more of that too.
I did that a lot during my celibacy. I ain't gonna lie. It was a routine.
I need to exercise so I can fuck. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
It's a lot of fucking work to go into what I do in the bedroom.
He over there trying to like up his game with exercise, and I'm talking about like releasing stress.